Here are Jordan Moore and John Jackson.
All right, we are live in Los Angeles on Halloween night. Jordan Moore and John Jackson, but all the way across the country, we've got our next guest now in his third year in the league for New York Giants. That's why I want him on, JJ. I've got to talk about the G-men here. We've got Devon, Kennard. DK, what's going on, man? 4-3, coming off a bye. How we doing?
I'm doing well. How you guys doing, man?
Good, good. We got a playoff team this year, DK. What's going on?
I think so, man. We're 4-3 right now. This next stretch is going to be big for us, but we got all the opportunity in the world ahead of us.
Got to beat those Eagles on Sunday. You've learned quickly enough, I hope, that's important.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
DK, JJ, good talking to you, man. Tell me about the NFL experience. I mean, are you still, obviously you're still, loving it, but just about New York and just the whole atmosphere around it.
Man, one thing I'll say is it goes fast. It does not feel like it's been that long since I was back at USC. And to think, I'm into my third year in the NFL, it flies. Every year goes by faster and faster. And, this is the first time where I'm actually starting to really feel more at home here. Being a West Coast guy, it took a while. The cold weather was not something I was used to.
The seasons, though, the seasons changed. They tell you that's what you're supposed to say.
Exactly. So, I got a couple of coats now, and I kind of accepted the weather, and things have been going well since then.
What was London like? You had the opportunity to play in London a couple of weeks ago against the Rams. They had a lot longer flight than you did, but that's something that's sort of become commonplace in the NFL. What was that experience like?
It was honestly a surreal feeling because, to think that this game I've been playing since I was a little kid and played all over the country. Now I had the opportunity to go in another country and play. It was really cool. Had a little free time to go explore and to play in that stadium and against a teammate with TJ McDonald. It was awesome. We were talking a little mess to each other after the game, so that was cool.
Hey, I have to, without talking to you, I should ask this question first. How's Pops doing? Of course. We used to play together. He was the man. He was my mentor when I first came in the league, and sort of
when you were dressed like this all the time.
Yeah. I'm dressed for Halloween, DK. So as myself back in the day. Yeah, old school. So but how's Pops doing?
My dad's doing great. He actually came to the first game of the year when we played in Dallas, and I think he's finally getting comfortable with the idea that the family is Giants fans now, not Cowboys. So that took him a while, but I think he's finally at peace with that, and it was a great opportunity to be able to have him come in Dallas Stadium and be at the game. So that was cool.
I wanted to take you back to your college days a little bit because a lot of the coaches that have returned. Most importantly, Clancy Pendergast, the defensive coordinator, and you had some up and down seasons, but you really peaked your final year with Clancy. What clicked for you in that system, and why do guys like playing for him?
Man, Clancy is the man. Like when I heard he was coming back, I was so excited for the guys because the scheme, he really starts to figure out who he has in the room, and he does a good job of getting the most out of whoever he has in the room. And he gave me an opportunity to play that outside backer spot and really let me run with it, and I never looked back, and I thank him for that opportunity and the position he put me in because without that I don't know if I'd be where I'm at now.
And that's a great point because when you came out, I mean you played linebacker, but it was just a question of where you were going to play. Why does that position fit you better than if you would have stayed like on the inside or any other spot?
I think it allowed me to show my playmaking ability. He rushed me a lot, so I was able to get in the backfield, create a lot of havoc, rushing the quarterback and also getting some TFLs and just show the caliber of player I could do and put me in my comfort zone, and that really kind of paid off. But with all the knowledge I knew from playing inside when I had to move inside earlier in my career, it made it even easier in coverage-wise. So it kind of allowed me to balance out my game and really highlight everything that I could do well and all the versatility I had. And that played a big part in me being able to get drafted and play for the Giants now.
you know what? No one on this roster has beaten Oregon. They haven't played them a bunch, but you know, the last big win over Oregon was that night in 2011. That's what, you know, one of the biggest wins in the post-Carroll era. You were a part of it. What's the challenge of facing this Ducks offense, and what do you remember from that night in Eugene?
Oh man, that was a huge game. I just remember some of the plays that were made, what we were doing, and just getting that win. It was huge for us. But you know, playing that offense, it's all about, you know, really having gap integrity and not letting the tempo get to you, because that's what they try to do. They run play after play, and they're going to count on somebody getting out of their gap at some point, and they usually have the athletes to where if you do that, it's you know, it could be 6 at any point in time. So, you know, the rotation between players on defense, getting fresh guys out there, and everybody knowing their responsibility and not trying to do too much.
I'm sure, Devon, you'll be watching on Saturday, 7 o'clock your time on ESPN.
Oh man, I'm locked in. I've been locked in ever since I left. I feel like I'm with them boys every step of the way. So I'm excited. I wish I could watch some games live, but you know, I'm there in spirit.
Thanks for checking in with us. Always good to hear from you. One of our favorites, Devon Kennard. You can watch Giants-Eagles. I will be 10 a.m. on Sunday. Good luck. Beat those Eagles.
All right, DK.
Nelson Aguilar, give it to him, DK. Next up on Trojans Live, we got Big Mama's in the house. Damian Mama here at the Lab.